All right, here's something powerful, something real. You ever wonder why some people just seem to have that glow, that energy, that spark? They walk in the room and you look at them like, man, how do they do it? They don't age, they don't crack, they look like they've been drinking from some kind of eternal fountain of youth. But I'm here to tell you, there ain't no magic potion, no secret formula, no fairy dust being sprinkled over their heads while they sleep. Nah, it's something else, something deeper. See, looking young, staying young isn't about just genes. It ain't just about good luck. No, my friend, it's about how you live. It's about what you do when no one's watching. It's the little choices, the small decisions, the hidden reasons, the invisible forces that shape you every single day. And if you're listening right now, if you're sitting there thinking, I want to know, I want to understand what keeps some people young while others seem to wither away too soon, then you're in the right place. Because today we're going to talk about it, we're going to break it down, and when I'm done, you'll walk out of here not just looking younger, but living younger. First thing, your mind controls your body. That's right, you can eat all the salads in the world, drink all the water, and run 1,000 miles, but if your mind is old, your body will follow. You ever notice how some people, as soon as they hit a certain age, they start talking different? I'm too old for this. I can't do that anymore. That's for young folks. Man, please, the moment you start thinking old, you start being old. But the people who stay young, they don't let a number define them. They keep dreaming, they keep pushing, they wake up every morning ready for something new. And that mindset, that hunger, it shows. It shines through their eyes, their skin, their posture. Second, stress is the silent killer. Listen to me. Worry, anxiety, fear, these things will age you faster than time itself. You ever see somebody go through something real tough, and a year later they look 10 years older? That's not just coincidence. That's what stress does. It eats away at you, inside and out. But the people who stay young, they've learned to let go, to breathe, to trust. They don't carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. They know how to laugh even when things ain't perfect. And that right there, that's power. That's youth. You gotta move. I don't care how. I don't care if it's lifting weights, dancing in your living room, or just taking a walk. Your body was made to move, and when you stop moving, you start dying. Plain and simple. You ever see those old folks who can still run, still jump, still dance like they're 20? That ain't luck. That's discipline. That's consistency. That's a decision they made day after day to keep going, to keep moving. Fourth, what you put in, you get out. Your body's a machine. You put junk in, you get junk results. But the people who stay young, they respect their temple. They fuel themselves with the right stuff. They know the difference between eating to live and living to eat. They drink their water. They take care of their skin. They don't just react to problems, they prevent them. And that right there makes all the difference. Fifth, you gotta have passion. Listen, I don't care what it is. Maybe it's art, maybe it's music, maybe it's building things with your hands. But you need something that lights you up inside, something that makes your heart beat faster. You ever see somebody talk about something they love? Their eyes light up, their energy changes, and that's youth. That's life. But the moment you stop having passion, the moment you stop chasing what excites you, that's when you start aging. Sixth, love keeps you young. And I'm not just talking about romance. I'm talking about connection, family, friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood. Having people in your life who uplift you, who make you laugh, who remind you of who you are. That's priceless. You ever notice how lonely people seem to age quicker? That's because we weren't made to do this life alone. We need people. We need love. And the ones who stay young, they never stop nurturing those connections. Seventh, you gotta keep learning. I don't care how old you are. There's always something new to discover. The people who stay young are the ones who stay curious. They ask questions, they pick up new skills, they never say, I know enough. Nah, they keep growing. And in that growth, they stay fresh, they stay alive. And last, gratitude. Listen to me now. If you don't take anything else from what I've said, take this. People who stay young are the ones who appreciate life. They wake up every morning with thanks in their hearts. They don't dwell on what they lost. They celebrate what they have. They don't complain about getting older. They're grateful for another day. And that gratitude, that love for life, that is the ultimate secret. That is the key. So now, my friend, the question ain't how do they stay young? The question is, how will you? The way you think, the way you see yourself, the way you speak about your own life, it all matters. You don't just wake up one day and suddenly feel old. No, it happens gradually, silently in the mind before it ever shows up on your face. See, the body follows the mind. If you tell yourself you're too old, that your best days are behind you, that you don't have the energy or the time anymore, guess what? Your body will listen. Your body will obey. It will respond to that command. And before you know it, you're walking slower, moving less, feeling tired and looking worn down. But the people who stay young, they don't think like that. They don't allow a number to define them. They don't accept the idea that just because time is passing, they have to fade away. No, they tell themselves something different. They say, I'm just getting started. They say, I still have energy, I still have purpose, I still have things to do in this world. And that belief, that mindset, it changes everything. Think about the people you know who look younger than their age. Really think about them. What do they have in common? They're not sitting around dwelling on the past. They're not counting down the days. They're not stuck in some cycle of regret, wishing they were younger, wishing they had done things differently. No, they're engaged. They're involved. They're present. Their mind is active. Their curiosity is alive. And because of that, their body stays in the game too. Now think about the opposite. Think about the people who gave up. You know the ones who let life beat them down, who let stress, disappointment, and hardship define them. They don't just look older, they feel older. Their energy is heavy, their spirit is tired, and even though they might not say it out loud, deep down they've already accepted defeat. They believe they're past their prime, and so they start acting like it. The truth is, youth is as much about attitude as it is about age. You've seen people in their 20s who seem like they've already given up, moving through life without excitement, without hunger, without any real passion. And you've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who are still sharp, still moving, still chasing dreams. The difference isn't just in their bodies, it's in their minds. The way you speak to yourself matters. The way you think about yourself matters. You start saying, I'm too old for this, and soon enough you'll believe it. You'll start living like it. And when you live like it, your body starts to slow down. But if you tell yourself, I still have time, I still have strength, I still have things to do, then something changes. Your energy shifts. Your body responds. It's not about ignoring reality. It's not about pretending that time doesn't move forward. It's about refusing to let it control you. It's about refusing to let it take away your fire. You don't lose youth because of age. You lose it because of how you think about age. Stay curious. Stay hungry. Keep your mind young and your body will follow. Stress is one of the biggest thieves of youth, and most people don't even realize it until it's too late. You can see it in their faces, in their posture, in the way they carry themselves. Worry weighs on a person, dragging them down, making them look older, feel weaker, and move slower. It's not just in their mind, it's in their body. Stress changes the way you sleep, the way you eat, the way you breathe. It wears you down little by little, day by day, until one morning you look in the mirror and wonder where all that time went. The people who stay young, they understand something most people don't. Stress is a choice. It's a reaction, not a requirement. Life is always going to throw challenges at you. Bills are going to pile up, people are going to let you down, things are going to go wrong. But what separates the ones who stay youthful from the ones who age before their time is how they handle it. They don't carry stress like a heavy bag on their back, letting it bend them, break them. No, They find ways to release it. They exercise, they meditate, they laugh, they breathe. They don't let problems control them, they control their response to problems. Then, there's movement. You stop moving, you start aging. Simple as that. The body was made to move, and when you sit still too long, when you stop stretching, stop walking, stop pushing yourself, your body starts to break down. Your muscles weaken, your joints stiffen, your energy fades. You ever see somebody who was once full of life, but then they stop being active and all of a sudden they look years older? That's not just time, that's inactivity. That's what happens when you let your body sit idle for too long. The people who stay young, they don't let that happen. They make movement a part of their life, not just something they do when they have time. They find ways to keep going, to stay active, to keep their blood flowing. And it's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about staying engaged, walking instead of sitting, stretching instead of stiffening, choosing to move instead of choosing to slow down. And what you put in your body, that's fuel. You can't expect to stay young while eating and drinking things that tear you down from the inside out. Too much sugar, too many processed foods, too much alcohol, not enough water. These things don't just make you feel worse, they make you look worse. Skin loses its glow, energy drops, digestion gets sluggish, and before you know it, you feel twice your age. But when you feed yourself right, when you put the right nutrients in your body, your skin glows, your energy rises, your whole being feels lighter. It's not about going on extreme diets or depriving yourself of everything you love. It's about balance. It's about being intentional. The ones who stay young, they don't eat just for taste, they eat for fuel. They drink their water, they nourish their bodies, and because of that, they don't just look younger, they feel younger. The difference between someone who looks 10 years older than their age and someone who looks 10 years younger isn't just luck, it's stress, it's movement, it's what they put into their bodies, it's how they take care of themselves. Every decision matters, every choice adds up, and over time, those small daily habits make all the difference between growing old and staying young. Passion is the fire that keeps a person young. You ever meet someone who just radiates energy, who has that light in their eyes, that bounce in their step? That's passion. That's the effect of having something in your life that excites you, something that pulls you forward, something that makes you wake up in the morning with a purpose. When people lose passion, when they stop chasing something that sets their soul on fire, that's when aging really starts. Not just in the body, but in the spirit. People who stay young never stop dreaming. They never stop learning. They don't settle into a routine where every day looks like the last, where there's nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing that makes them feel truly alive. They keep discovering, keep growing, keep stretching themselves in new ways. It could be a hobby, a career, an art form, a skill. Whatever it is, it fuels them, it gives them energy, and that energy keeps them young. Then there's connection. Nobody stays young alone. The people who age the fastest are often the ones who isolate themselves, who cut off relationships, who stop engaging with others. Human beings weren't meant to do life alone. We were built for connection, for laughter, for shared experiences. The ones who stay youthful are the ones who surround themselves with love, with friendship, with people who uplift them. Think about the people in your life who seem to have aged before their time. A lot of them, if you look closely, have withdrawn from the world in some way. They've stopped making new friends, stopped engaging in deep conversations, stopped sharing themselves. Isolation hardens a person, makes them rigid, makes them feel older than they really are. But the people who stay young, they are always connected. They laugh often. They share their thoughts, their stories, their time with others. They don't keep their joy locked inside, they spread it. Laughter is another secret. You ever notice how people who laugh easily seem to have more life in them? There's something about humor, about not taking everything so seriously, that keeps a person light, keeps them glowing. Stress ages you, but laughter reverses it. The people who stay young find reasons to laugh every single day. They don't dwell on the negative. They don't let every little thing bring them down. They choose joy. They choose to see the funny side, the brighter side, even when life gets hard. And love. Love is the greatest youth serum there is. Not just romantic love, but all forms of love. Love for family, love for friends, love for life itself. When a person loves deeply, when they give love and receive it, there is a different kind of energy in them. They have a warmth, a softness, a lightness that makes them seem timeless. The people who stay young hold on to love, nurture it, prioritize it. They don't let grudges, resentment, or loneliness take over their hearts. The difference between someone who seems to glow with youth and someone who looks worn down isn't just about what they eat or how much they exercise. It's about passion, connection, laughter, and love. It's about having something to live for, people to share life with, and a heart that stays open. Those are the things that keep a person young, no matter how many birthdays come and go. Gratitude is the foundation of youth. It changes the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, and the way the world sees you. You ever notice how some people, no matter what they go through, always seem to have a glow about them? There's something in their energy, something in their presence that feels light, feels fresh, feels young. That's gratitude. That's a heart that knows how to appreciate life instead of complaining about it. The people who age the fastest are the ones who live in a constant state of dissatisfaction. Nothing is ever enough. They focus on what they don't have, what they lost, what went wrong. And that mindset, it hardens them. It puts lines on their face, weight on their shoulders, and bitterness in their spirit. They move through life carrying resentment, regret, and disappointment. And over time, that burden starts to show. It shows in the way they walk, in the way they talk, in the way they interact with the world. But the ones who stay young, they don't dwell on what's missing. They focus on what's present. They wake up with appreciation for another day, for another chance, for another moment. They don't waste time wishing they were younger, wishing things had gone differently, wishing for some perfect life that doesn't exist. No, they take what they have and make the most of it. They don't complain about getting older. They're grateful for the time they've been given. Gratitude has a physical effect on the body. When you're thankful, when you carry appreciation in your heart, it reduces stress, it lowers blood pressure, it improves sleep, it lifts your mood. And all of those things, they show on your face, in your energy, in the way you move through the world. You ever see someone whose face is filled with joy, whose eyes have a certain shine to them, even as they get older? That's not just genetics, that's not just skincare, that's a life lived with gratitude. People who stay young make gratitude a daily habit. They don't wait for something big to happen to be thankful. They find the small things. The way the sun feels on their skin, the sound of laughter, a good conversation, a meal that fills them up. They don't overlook the simple joys, and because of that, life keeps giving them more to be grateful for. Gratitude also affects how you treat other people. People who are thankful tend to be more kind, more patient, more open. And that energy, it comes back to them. When you walk through life with a grateful heart, people feel it. They respond to it. They are drawn to it. And connection, real, meaningful human connection, is one of the biggest factors in staying young. The people who complain, who find problems in everything, who live in negativity, those are the ones who struggle the most with aging. Because aging isn't just about years passing. It's about how you feel about those years. It's about how you experience them. And when you live with gratitude, time doesn't feel like something being taken away from you. It feels like a gift. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the hard things. It doesn't mean pretending that life is always perfect. It means choosing to see the good, even in the struggle. It means recognizing that every day is an opportunity. Every moment is a chance. Every breath is a blessing. And that mindset, that perspective, it keeps you young. Not just in the way you look, but in the way you live. Aging isn't just about time. It's about how you live, how you think, how you carry yourself through this life. The ones who stay young aren't the ones who fear getting older, but the ones who embrace every moment with energy, passion, and gratitude. They don't let stress weigh them down. They don't let negativity take over their spirit, and they don't stop moving, learning, or loving. They choose youth, not as an age, but as a mindset, as a way of being. And when you make that choice every single day, time may keep moving, but you stay timeless.